Do you want to start off real quickly?
Yes, sir. Sir, Hurricane Laura. And sir, I'll defer to you if you have any opening comments, and then we'll move to the Secretary to get kicked off.
Well, I just wanted to say that all Americans are thinking of the great people of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and all of those incredible states that are affected. It's covered a big range of territory, probably more than almost anyone that we can think of. It covered a lot, and it went very deep into the country and is going deep into the country, continues. When Hurricane Laura made landfall near Cameron, Louisiana, it was the most powerful hurricane to strike Louisiana coast in 150 years. Think of that. It was a Category 4 and very close to a Category 5. For a while it was a Category 5. But with a maximum sustained wind of 150 miles per hour, and I saw last night it was up to 185 miles per hour. I had never seen that before. While initial reports of the coastal storm surge were not as bad as predicted, we're still learning a lot about the storm, and we'll find out. We'll be reporting to you over the next couple of days. I've signed emergency declarations for Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. FEMA is on the ground. They've been assisting in the search and rescue efforts, delivering life-saving supplies, helping restore power to over 600,000, is that a correct statement? 600,000 households and businesses that lost power in Texas and Louisiana in particular. I've spoken to all the governors, and we've worked everything out for the federal government to be very, very efficient and be very aggressive in getting everything back and going as it should. So I just want to thank Pete and all of the people at FEMA. I want to thank Chad Wolf. I want to congratulate him on his nomination. Fantastic. I hope that goes very quickly. It should go very quickly. You've done a fantastic job. And with that, maybe I'll have Chad say a few words, and then Pete, you can say something, and we'll take some questions, please.
Well, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, again, thank you for being here at the at FEMA's National Response and Coordination Center. Situation on the ground, as we've heard, is both fluid and challenging, but again, the entire administration has been preparing for the storm, and we are responding. As you indicated, Mr. President, it's one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit this part of the country, but the experience, skill, and expertise of the entire DHS response and relief efforts have been mobilized or in the field today responding. I think you've heard Administrator Gaynor. I know the Vice President has time and time again. The best response to a disaster is one that is locally executed, state managed, and federally supported. And thankfully, we have very strong partners, both with Governor Abbott and Governor Edwards in this fight to respond. Mr. President, you acted quickly to authorize emergency disaster declarations for Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, which has allowed the federal government to prepare and now respond to the hurricane. So thank you for that as well. A successful response involves an all-government approach, and so FEMA's leading that approach, and your Coast Guard pre-positioned assets, pre-positioned its people, and are responding today. They're up in the air. They're conducting search and rescue assessments and other types of assessments. We've also deployed Customs and Border Protection air assets as well, along with DOD, Army Corps of Engineers, again, a whole of government response. I know Administrator Gaynor will be down in the area starting tomorrow. And I will likely be down there this weekend as well. So again, Americans are resilient people, and DHS is prepared to help our fellow Americans in the path of the hurricane to recover and to respond. So thank you again for being here today and showing your support to the men and women of FEMA.
Thank you. Great job. Pete?
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Sir, we're going to go to Dr. Neil Jacobs, the Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Environmental Observation and Prediction from NOAA. Neil.
Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, thank you for being here today, and big thanks to FEMA and DHS for all their support and collaboration with us. Really wanted to thank the folks at the Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center for the fantastic